Good. That's always a good thing. Okay. This stream is based on a request that I got from a friend of mine, and I think it's really good too. And that it's about support for uh, mediums, psychics, empaths, sensitives, intuitives. Uh, whoever exercises their gift to connect with spirit, basically. Okay, and one thing I've always got from different people, and that no matter where they are, and that is basically, um, you know, you know, what's that? Yeah, sorry about that. Is are any two mediums the same, or any two psychics the same, or what have you, and that, and like, do they possess the same abilities and same gifts and that? Well, actually, I can honestly say right now that no, and that each medium, each psychic, each sensitive, and that are different. Okay, that's what makes us so unique. Is that we're special in our own way. Okay, so for example, like the group I'm in with SWYPT, and that. See, I'm different from Nikki, still medium. I'm different from Derek. I'm different from Anne. I'm different from Joe. All these people that are part of the group. Okay, see, we're all gifted, but in our own unique way. Okay, because like myself, and that, as I indicated in the description, I'll put in that. Sure, I'm an empath. Okay, which is basically reading and as well as feeling other people's emotions and intentions. Okay, but at the same time, I'm also a medium. Okay, so I have my clairsentient, which is basically the feeling of energy around me. I have my clairvoyance, okay, clear vision, which in my case is just like seeing little snapshots or very short videos of someone's life or experience, and that if I connect with them, and that now I can say that when it comes to my own, and that sometimes I get a good strong connection. Hey, Tinker, and that I can get a very strong connection, but sometimes it's not a very strong connection. It's very weak, and that depends on the strength of the link signal. But at the same time, it also depends too on the willingness of the spirit person. Because sometimes if I link into some energy, it might not be the spirit person. It just might be what's known as residual or memory energy, and that's it. So basically, it really depends on what I'm linking into. But like I said, with me, it's empath and medium, and also sometimes I can hear stuff, clairaudient. Okay, so sometimes I can see bits and pieces, I can hear bits and pieces, and that. Well, with other mediums, they get a much stronger connection. Okay, they can hear full sentences, they can hear or they can see spirit people as clearly as I can see a physical person. Like they see spirit people everywhere. Okay, and for them, especially in unnerving at the same time, it can also be annoying too, and that. But like I said, for some mediums, they can see stuff and they can hear stuff so clearly. It's almost like being next to a person in the physical, and that. But in my case, it's just like looking at old snapshots. That's what I get, and that. And now, I've had some people that have just out of the blue said, "Oh, I want to see something. I want to hear something," and that. But you see, they don't care, and I say that I shouldn't say they don't care. They don't really believe in communication with spirit, but they want to experience it anyway. See, the problem with that is, one, you got to be open-minded. Second of all, you got to have an open heart for spirit. And people that are closed-minded, closed-hearted, and they're almost saying, "Oh, I want to learn how to communicate with ghosts." I guess we know this for you. You got to be open-minded, open-hearted. You got to be open to spirit, and that you just can't demand it, or you just can't say, "Oh, I want to learn just out of a whim." Okay, it's something that takes a lifetime to learn, and the more you learn, the more you become more adapted to spirit, the more you're connected to spirit. Okay, because it's something that you got to learn over time, and that because look at it this way. In order to have good connection with spirit, and that you got to allow your physical being in the spirit world to coexist. Okay, it has to be almost like the two has to become one, and that you have to allow spirit to not just come near you, but sometimes to go in you, and that in some cases, like with me, if a spirit person comes within my aura, and that's when I can really get the experience of what the spirit person went through, and or they come within my atmosphere, and that it's a stronger connection. Okay, they become part of me, I become part of them, and that because if there isn't that real sincere, what's that? I already took it. Yep. Sorry, my wife's talking to me. Yep. And you see, in order to really communicate with spirit properly, and that you have to have what I call a sincere connection, or a sincere frame of mind, and that you can't just say, "Oh, I'm going to do this for the heck of it," and a one night stand kind of thing, and it's over with. Just say hi to spirit once, and that's it. It doesn't connect. It doesn't work that way, and that because first of all, if you want to connect with spirit, first of all, you got to approach it as if you're. Let's say you go walk into a store and you walk up to a person for the very first time you've never seen before in their life, and you want to talk to them and you want to get to know them better. Well, you got to introduce yourself to them. Then you got to build trust with them, and that start off small, develop a friendship, develop a bond. Okay, and so that we feel comfortable in interacting. Well, it's the exact same thing with spirit, and a person that doesn't understand that, there's no way there's going to be a connection, and that because even I've had to try to connect with spirit and gain their trust. Okay, you see, it becomes a lifelong effort, and it cannot be done on my own either. Okay, I've got the help of my guide, and that he helps me to make a connection, but to be on the safe side. Okay, because there are some pretty bad, some pretty crazy spirit people out there that I try to avoid, and there's lots of them. Okay, I have what is known as my spiritual security guard, and that he's really known as a gatekeeper. Okay, and this guy basically is Naked Stone Medium's guy, Jeffrey. Well, he's my gatekeeper, or my security guard, so to speak. But he's also a man of intelligence, a man that he's actually the one that suggested I start doing this. And he's one that has given me suggestions in that. And when Tinker mentioned some ideas, I thought, I love it. I'm going to try it out. But for a while, I was really wrestling with what kind of topics to come up with, until I heard some people say, "Oh, I want to learn how to become a medium. I want to connect with spirit right away. I don't care who it is." That's just asking for trouble, in my opinion. Like if you want to connect with someone, okay, first of all, okay, you got to make sure that you got the proper head attitude, right heart attitude, and in order to achieve that, okay. But at the same time, you should be able. You have to make sure that you have that gift, that ability to make a connection, and that. Now, if you think you might have a that gift to make a mental connection, and that, well, there's certain stages that you have to go through. Can you hang on just one second? I'll be right back. And I apologize for this. Oh boy. Let me be quick. I apologize for that. I had to go grab my lunch. And then, anyway, first of all, and that you have to make, well, first of all, in order to have a safe connection, okay, what I would suggest for someone that has never done this before, or someone that wants to connect with spirit but doesn't really know the ropes, so to speak, okay. I would suggest doing what is known as meeting your guide meditation. Okay, and there are videos on YouTube that can actually excuse me. There are videos that can show you how that's done, but the way I've done it basically is, first of all, and that get yourself into a place, an area where there's no distraction, that there's low lighting, be completely calm, relaxed, close your eyes, okay? Send out thoughts of that you want to meet your guide, okay? And just almost like praying, you know, and by saying, okay, to the angelic love, okay, I think I'm ready to be introduced to my spiritual guide, and that, but I need the angelic love to show me, and that as to how that's done, and that. But you almost have to visualize in your mind, almost like a pure white light, and that, and just and if you have any soft background music, something that's very soothing, okay, that'll take out any interference, out of your mindset, and that. And sometimes it doesn't always happen right away, and that, but it takes time, and that. And if you feel that you haven't got a response to your guide, sometimes, and that, going to a spiritual counselor can actually help you in that area. If you think you need a spiritual counselor to help guide you through the process of meeting your guide, okay. But once you've met your guide and start the relationship, okay, that's the first start, the first phase of just your not your connection with spirit, but your relationship with spirit, okay? Because the connection and the relationship is basically one, okay? Because when you connect with someone, okay, it's a very good idea to connect with your spiritual guide, because he or she is the one that's going to guide you through what you need to know, what you need to learn, okay? Because it's going to be a learning process. Okay, you just can't go on again and just talk to anybody. Okay, just like in the physical world, it's too risky. It's kind of dangerous because you don't know who is up there. Like sure there's your guide and your angelic love to protect you and to guide you through all this stuff and that, but there's still taking precautions is always the key thing and that. And once you connect with your guide like I did and that, then it's a question of just asking your guide, okay, what should I do to spiritually progress to the next level, so that you can actually make a connection with a spirit person. Preferably, it's a good idea to connect with someone that you already know, like a loved one, and to be reintroduced to that loved one, and they said that will give you more confidence, and then in that connection. Like with me, I made a connection with my mother, which turned out to be very emotional, but at the same time, it was also very beautiful. And I did so with my dad. I did so with other relatives that are on the higher side of life. And but like I said, after you have developed that relationship with your guide and you feel confident in making connection with other people, okay, well, he'll be right beside you in the spirit world, but he'll be right beside you to give you the proper mindset, okay, to go further, okay. So, you see, when it comes to wanting to connect with spirit, and it's a lifelong commitment, okay. And like I said at the very beginning, and that no two mediums are the same. Yet we all have our own spiritual gifts. Even my wife's got a spiritual gift: the gift of music, the gift of hospitality, and also she sends out thoughts to her father, and her father sends thoughts back to her, and but you see, she still needs to learn how to decipher which is her thoughts or her father's thoughts, okay, because that's something else that can be done is when you send out mental thoughts and you get a thought back, okay, you got to discern, okay, the thought I just got back, is it mine or is it someone else's? And usually your guide can tell you, or well, sometimes she asks me, okay, whose thoughts is this? And I said, well, whose thoughts do you feel? And then would you say that one thought is yours and the other thought is not yours? So yeah, the other thought doesn't feel like mine. That's okay. Well, that thought is from your father. See, usually it's based on gut feeling as to whose thought is whose. Okay, just like me. And then when I get thoughts, and I know it's not mine, and it's either from my guide or it's from someone else, and my guide reaffirms that. And so I know I've kind of expanded upon the topic upon spiritual gifts and that, but I felt as though the medium, your guide, and the spiritual gifts is really almost interconnected. Like it's a continuation kind of thing. And and just get off topic 1 sec. I've improved the lighting. I know some of my videos were kind of dark. I apologize for that, but I put a light in the back finally, so I hope that's helped a bit. And so let me know if you can see me better. And now I bet in my future videos, just I wasn't sure or not, because I don't want to discourage people from watching my videos because they can't see me. All they can do is hear me. So I apologize for that. But anyway, like I said, each person has a gift. It's just that the gifts are not the same. And some people think, oh, you can see and hear people a lot better than I can. Well, guess what? I know some people that can see and hear spirit far better than I can. But I'm happy with that, because God gave me the gift that I've got for a reason. Okay, it's not a competition. Okay, He's given me the gift that I have to connect with spirit, but in the way that I do, and I'm thrilled with that. And that, sure, it'd be nice to be able to see and hear spirit better or clearer, but like I said, it's not a competition as to which medium does what better, and that we're all gifted. A little better to see you, but still a little dark. Yeah, I'm still working on the lighting and that. So yeah, thanks, Tanker. Yeah, it's good to see me a little better, but it'd be nice to see me a little better in the front there. Yeah, I gotta rig up something and that. But thanks for your input. Bless you, Tanker, and that. But yeah, I actually might put a light right next to my camera or something like that, so that people can see me better. In fact, my guy just gave me an image of a light that I might use if I can find it. So anyway, people, I apologize for the lighting, but I'm trying to work something out so that it will work a little better. You can see me a little bit better and that. So bless you too, Taker. And that. Yeah, I was going to do the stream yesterday, but I was just emotionally knackered. So after a good night last night, I might as well get this done now. But yeah, so for those who want to become a medium overnight and you want to talk to everybody in the spirit world and all that kind of stuff, guess what? I hate to disappoint you, but it doesn't work that way. You got to, it works over time. Okay. You got to learn to connect with spirit better. You got to ask your guide to help you and that. And sometimes doing meditations will kind of clear the channel a little bit and stuff like that. And but like I said, it's a relationship between you and the spirit world, and then as to what kind of connection and that you're going to have, and that. And I have two groups, believe it or not, but the group I'm representing right now is called Mediumship and Psychic Support. Okay, I'm putting a link into that group in the description below. Okay, and I've got another one. It's called Mediumship and Psychic Community USA. Now, that's not my group. I took it over, and but that group was set up by someone else. But the Mediumship and Psychic Support, that group I started years ago, and I'll put a link in to that group in the description below. And if you have any experiences of your own that you want to share, or want to mingle with other psychic mediums or what have you, please feel free to do so. And I highly encourage you to check out this group. It's a beautiful group. Okay, and also to check out the group SWYPT, which I'm a part of and Tinker's part of. Another amazing group. And also White Rose Paranormal, another amazing group. Okay, and also a group I'm also part of is called Derek Green Psychic Medium. Okay, I'm part of his group, and he's in my opinion one of the best psychic mediums I've ever known, next to Nikki Soul Medium. And these two guys, they do readings using angel tarot cards, and so does Anne Phillips Lancaster. She does readings as well using cards, and she's also part of SWYPT. And I'll leave links to those groups in the description below as well. So anyway, people, thanks so much for joining here with me, and I really appreciate your time. And yes, I'm still trying to improve the lighting around here, and eventually I'll get it better. And So thanks again, once again, for your time. Thank you for listening to my yammering on, and I really enjoy this. And I'll do another stream probably in another couple of days. I might expand a little bit more about spiritual protection and that. I might expand a little bit more on that and that, because I know I started talking a little bit about that, but that's a separate video altogether. God bless you too, Tanker, and I really love seeing you in chat. You're amazing. Okay, so anyway, people, once again, if you like this stream, okay, hit the like button, but let me know what you liked. But if you don't like it, and hit the thumbs down, well, let me know what you didn't like. Okay, hit the subscribe, hit the notification, hit the bell icon. That way, every time I go live, you'll get a notification. Okay, and now if anybody wants to unsubscribe from my channel, please let me know why you didn't like the stream, or you didn't like my channel, or you don't like what I do. Let me know why. Because for me, it's a learning experience for me, and that there's something that I did in the streams that you didn't like. Let me know. But if there's something that you do like about these streams, let me know. That way I can expand upon it. And see, this basically this channel is not for competition or fame or fortune and that crap. I do it for education, because this learning thing is a two-way street. You learn something, and so do I. God knows I'm still learning, but I love it, and I love the people that are, part of this stream that go in chat, or people that watch my video after I post them in the Facebook groups, and they enjoy what I do. Well, I love them. And all the people in my groups and SWYPT and White Rose, I love them all. To me, they're family. So, anyway, people, hate to love you and leave you, but I gotta have my lunch. So, once again, thank you for your time, and thank you for joining me. And as I always say at the end of every stream, love and light to all.